Nikola Jokic, Jeremy Grant, big nights out of all of them. Nuggets up as many as 20 points in this one. LeBron notching his 26th career playoff triple-double, but it wasn't enough as the Nuggets get the win. Don't look now, but they are right back in this. Here is LeBron James after last night's loss.
Or like we always preach, every possession is very important. When you give up, 25 points off 16 turnovers, it's not good. And we did the same thing in game 2. We had 24 turnovers, and luckily it didn't bite us in the butt, but it should have. We just got to do a better job of that. And that's a conscious effort. Not only it starts with me, because I'm the point guard of the team, and then it trickles down to everyone else.
We're still up 2-1. We have control of the series. We just got to come out in game 4 and play outside of basketball. We can't turn the ball over. We can't put them on the line. Our defense was great in the fourth quarter. And we got to be able to do that for all 48 minutes. We can't not play in the first 3 and then expect to win a game in the fourth. So if we come out and play outside of basketball, pushing the pace and being scrappy and being aggressive on especially on defense, we'll be fine.
Yeah, the Lakers sure could have used 4 quarters like their fourth quarter last night. But, Nick, I'll start with you. Did last night's Nuggets win show you that this team is capable of maybe making or taking this series, still winning?
Jenna, I feel like that is a first cousin of one of your favorite questions for me. Are you nervous? And the answer to both of those questions is no.
No shot.
Listen, folks, I don't know anybody that predicted a Lakers sweep. Before the playoffs, I said Lakers in 6 over the Nuggets. Before the series, I revised that to Lakers in 5 over the Nuggets. And I will stick with exactly that. I think the Lakers are going to win 5-game series in each and every round of these playoffs. And I think I said that yesterday. There's a weird thing that happens in playoff basketball, which is if you pick a team to win a series in 5, 6, or even 7, when you're doing those picks, you are baking in losses. Yet we treat every loss like it is a massive disaster. The Lakers were on a 6-game playoff winning streak going into last night. For a little context, in the last 5 years, there have only been 3 playoff winning streaks longer than the one the Lakers were on as of 12 hours ago. The Warriors had one, LeBron's Cavs had one, and this year's Miami Heat had one to start the playoffs. Teams don't win 7, 8, 9 playoff games in a row typically, and the Lakers, what happened to them yesterday was they thought that the Nuggets' spirit was sapped with the gut punch from Anthony Davis in game 2, and the spirit was not sapped, and the Nuggets came out sharp. The Lakers came out flat. Their role players could hit no shots. Rondo was regular season Rondo for 3.5 quarters until playoff Rondo kicked back in, and the Lakers dug themselves too big of a hole. So it was a great job by Jamal Murray, a good game by Nikola Jokic, a fantastic game by Jeremy Grant, and credit to him. And LeBron, despite the 30-point triple-double, had way too many careless turnovers and oddly ran out of gas, it would appear, in the final few minutes of the game. But Brandon, my concern level is approximately 0% as far as the Lakers' ability or lack of ability to win this series, Brandon.
And I'm concerned that it's at 0%, Nick, because how they played the game last night. So, Jenna, to answer your question, I think it's yes. And yesterday we were all adamant about this series being over. But when you look at just how this whole year has shaped out for the Nuggets versus the Lakers taking 3 out of 4, you got to look at the storylines. And the storylines was that they have 3 to 4 people that can guard Jokic. Last night, they didn't have an answer for him. You look at Murray. Murray during the regular season was just an average guy, averaging 17, 18 points against the Lakers. And they didn't have a third person step up and make big shots. So when you look at last night and how they played, if this trend continues, you have to be concerned because Jokic, there was no answer for. I mean, this guy looked like he was Shaquille O'Neal, Olajuwon, KD all wrapped up in one. And then you look at Murray, I've been saying this all along, like, is this guy a flash in the pan type talent? Will he be consistent? And I think last night he walked into that whole discussion of, yes, I'm a superstar in this league because he stepped up in a big moment. And then you had Grant, who I think added no value from a superstar level, not from a superstar level, but just from like, can you be a difference in a game the first couple of series? But when you look at last night, he was that third person that stepped up. The Lakers didn't have someone on that side that really stepped up and made a difference outside of AD and LeBron. So when you really look at this, I think it's time for us to change our perspective of how we talk about the Nuggets. Because right now we've been talking about them as, you know, this team is they just got hot in a bubble. But when you really listen to people talk about this team, this coaching staff, it's like, no, this is a really good team, and you need to take them serious.
Wilds?
Jenna, I don't think the Nuggets care that Nick's at 0%. And I don't think my good friend Jamal Murray cares that Brandon comes on here and has been slandering him for 2 weeks. I think that when Jamal Murray put on those god-awful shoes, there's two ways it can go. If you're going to wear ugly shoes that ugly, you're either going to have a great game or a bad game. And last night, he's like, I got these terrible shoes on. I got to be confident. And he played out of his mind. There's three specific plays that I saw. I was like, man, this guy is really, really confident. The first one was this end-to-end rebound and dunk. He went for 28, 12, and 8. So here's a rebound and a point. Gets the ball. Anthony Davis like, hey, you want to play? Are we in playoff basketball mode? I'm going to have Jamal Murray run right past me and jam on me. LeBron's like, oh, boy, what are we doing? Next one, pass around Danny Green. We're going time machine back to the third quarter. Little high pick and roll, whoop, right around you. That's just sort of the confident play that, like, you don't normally see from a guy who's just kind of getting it done. He's starting to play with some real swagger. And then there's this one. The only thing worse than when you take a three and you leave your hand up is when you take a three and you quickly put it back in your pocket like a gunfighter. He's playing with tremendous amount of confidence. I think we're seeing I don't know if we're ready. America's ready to move him up a tier. Nick, I don't know what he needs to do to move up a tier on your superstar ranks, but we're getting close, buddy.
Listen, he's been great. Nobody doubts. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, that's a good question. No, that's a good question, Wiles. Nick, are you ready to move him up a tier?
Oh, yeah. Well, he went into the bubble in that 20 to 25 range. He is absolutely in that 16 to 20 range now. No question about it. He has been spectacular in the playoffs. And by the way, Jenna, I don't doubt Jamal Murray. I don't doubt Nikola Jokic. The problem is for the Nuggets, I do doubt whether or not Porter, Grant, and Monty Morris are going to combine to go 16 of 24 in the same game where Danny Green, Caruso, and Rondo go 6 of 23. Like, I don't think that is going to happen. And we showed, Jenna, that Jamal Murray dunk, that put him up 20. Less than 5 minutes left. It's a three-point game. And then LeBron had a bad turnover. KCP missed a wide-open three. Then LeBron missed a three. 3 consecutive possessions. The Lakers had a chance to tie the game after being down 20 moments prior, and they couldn't finish it off. So the Nuggets, I have not disrespected the Nuggets. I picked them to beat the Clippers. The Nuggets are an excellent team. They're going to lose Game 4, and they are not going to come back from 3-1 down against LeBron James. But that doesn't discredit anything they've accomplished up to this point.
All right, well, the Lakers can now, as LeBron said, put this behind them and shift their focus to Game 4 tomorrow night. All right, we'll take a break. Talking Cam Newton on the other side. Has he already done enough to earn a...